Hi, and welcome to the Sabbath Christian Church's online sermon. He had a dream. People dream all the time. This dream seemed significant. In the dream, he saw crowds of people all over the scene. He knew they were people. Didn't look like people. It looked like little tiny cubes with some writing or something on the top of them. Not clear. Brownish in color probably. And they were all over the scene in the dream, as if it were a screen on a television or a computer. Blocks. Something like blocks in a video game. Take this and you move it there. You take that and move it someplace else. But these blocks moved on their own, swishing here and swishing there. Great movement going on there, but continued to be kind of square shape anyway. Like a spy on the TV, the bad guys were looking for him. In that crowd, they were looking for whoever, him. Something was there. And the ringleader of this criminal group that was searching for him told them to keep on looking. And each time they came back and they had no answer. They looked. Is that the one? Not him. Maybe. No. Don't know. They couldn't tell. They all looked alike to them, to him. The head went to search himself, the ringleader of this criminal group. He could not tell either. It could not tell either. But he was out there, and he was a great danger to them, the ringleader. They had to find him. There was something special about him that no one had. But what? They were not sure. What did he have? He could ruin its desire to rule and destroy all else. He had to be found and destroyed. What did the dream mean? The person that had the dream knew, while dreaming, and at stage almost waking. Upon waking, another thought crossed his mind or something. Couldn't remember. What did the person have, unlike all others? He could not remember. He figured if he goes back to sleep, maybe the dream would recur, and he would make sure he remembered. The demon began this much. He remembered. The demon began his desire to take over all God made. But you have said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit on the mount of the assembly in the recesses of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High, the ringleader, the criminal, the demon. And this much we know about that. Now the demon, the serpent, was craftier than any beast in the field which the Lord had made. And he said to the woman, indeed, as God said, you shall not eat from any tree in the garden. And the woman said to the serpent, from the fruit of the trees of the garden we may eat. God gave them everything. And the serpent said to, from the fruit, but from the fruit of the tree of the garden, that special fruit, we may not eat. And it says, we will surely die. And the serpent said to the woman, you will surely not die. Right away, coming up with that trickiness, deception, and all. The woman saw the tree was good for food and was delight to the eyes. She lost trust in the one who created her, the one who gave her life, breath, and all. and that it was desirable. She listened to the deceptions of the serpent. And the tree was desirable to make one wise. She took of the fruit and ate, also gave it to her husband with her, and he ate. Well, there goes Adam. He is not the one. The man said, the woman whom God spoke to them. And the man answered, the woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I ate. And the Lord said to the woman, what is this that you have done? And the woman said, the serpent deceived me, and I ate. Really? Did she really mean that it deceived her? Or is she just saying that? I'll put an enmity between you and the woman, between your seed and her seed. I will bruise you on the head, and you shall bruise him on the heel. To the woman he said, I will greatly multiply your pain and childbirth. The pain bring forth children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. So he goes on there. I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your seed and her seed. And this is a prophecy of the future, where we'll see. Thereafter, the demon took control of the whole earth, well, almost all. Over a period of 1,000 years almost, or more or less, the earth was under the despotic control of the demon. It was a horror. All the terrible things that were going on there. Nothing that we have ever seen now could represent what happened then. And it says in Isaiah, how you have fallen from heaven, star of the morning, son of the dawn. You have been cut down to earth, you who have weakened the nations. Nevertheless, you'll be thrust down to Sheol, to the recesses of the pit, stepped on. And all who see you will gaze at you, and they will ponder, saying, is this the man who made the earth tremble, who shook the kingdoms? Was this the one that tried to rule everything? Yet, who was and is the demon searching for? He was searching for the one man who would take over the world from it, who would send him into oblivion. It looked at Noah some time ago. He was good. He had it, the power to do great things. He built the boat. He could be the one with the power, the one that the demon was looking for, that could take over, take the rule away from him. Then its world was gone, and none of the servants escaped the flood. The demon lost all of his followers. The demon was the whole thing that he had built up for all that period of time, and the ego that must have arisen. Noah died. He was not the one. After the flood, it needed a new approach to get the people back to him again. Not that many then. He built a tower to heaven to take over at his headquarters. Like the pre-flood era, the demon had the same language. They were still speaking to and controlling their minds. Oops. Creator confounded the language into a new one. It could not control all of them together as before. While the demon could speak to each, the groups cannot integrate with one another. Not easily, unless they had to learn a lot of language. And we know how hard it is to learn one additional language, much less, perhaps, hundreds. The Hebrew language was out of its reach. These people had to be destroyed or infiltrate their language with the idol worships. The demon kept a special eye on Noah's progeny. There were really some good people out there. But they died. Now Abram could be the one. Let's go after his brother in Sodom. But that Abraham interceded and got his brother out and destroyed the demon's best people. That was his kind of land and world. It would be more of them, excellent followers. They would help to rule the earth. Maybe Abram was the one, or Isaac. No, they both died. This happened continually and continually. Suddenly, throughout the ages, suddenly one of its minions saw something that scared the demon. This man received baptism, a bad thing for the demon. It received God's Spirit, bad thing for the demon. It was adopted by him, this man. This one could be the one. This one he would attack personally. He tempted it with vanity, arrogance, and rulerships under him, for it could tell that these were his real weaknesses. But the man refused to follow it or any of its ways. The last attack would be to kill that man, and the demon did just that without the man ever missing the mark. He died too, just like the others. Upon waking from the second dream, which repeated all of that, he remembered 3 days and 3 nights later, that man, he knew now, came back from the dead, having died for all sinners. The demon moaned that this was the Son of Man, future ruler and its destroyer. At least in the meantime, the demon would try to keep many from believing in him and serving God. Amen. Thank you for watching and listening.